What's up, everybody? It's Matt here with Tanks Lawn Maintenance. It is currently 7:44 p.m. Thursday evening, March the 21st, 2024, year of our Lord. And I did it, guys. I walked off my job today. Of course, I did my route first. I worked a full day. That way I could get a full paycheck. But I'm done. I'm done with corporate America. Or, God willing, I'm done with corporate America. But for the spring of 2024, I'm done with corporate America. We'll say that. And, of course, I am going to keep my CDL license. Most of you know I'm a truck driver. I am going to keep my CDLs. I worked very hard to get those, and I plan on keeping them to have something to fall back on. I'm also a certified welder, a union welder, and I've also got that in my back pocket. But yeah, I quit my $100,000 a year job today to pursue my landscaping dream, and I can now shift 100% of my focus towards my business. And I'm telling you right now, I'm scared to death. If I told you otherwise, if I told you anything different, I'd be telling you a bold-faced lie. But yeah, I'm terrified. I really am. And it's not that I'm scared that I made the wrong decision, because I really don't think I did. I really do feel led by God to do this. And plus, most of you that have been subscribed for any length of time, just a few months, you know the backstory behind this, and you know everything I've been going through for the past 6 months, but yeah, when my wife gave me her blessing yesterday evening and told me to go ahead and throw in the towel and call it quits, it was like she told me that it was like she could physically see the weight being lifted off of my shoulders. And I'm gonna tell you, man, when she told me that, it lifted a huge burden off of me. It really did. And I slept good last night. I slept better than I have slept in probably 3 years, no lie. And I slept like a rock. And when I woke up this morning, man, I felt so good when I woke up this morning. And I had a good day at work today, had a good attitude. Everybody congratulated me on my first big goal being reached. All of my customers at my full-time job, they said their farewells, shook my hand. A couple of them gave me gifts, and which I felt bad about that, because I wasn't prepared for that. I would have came prepared for that, But yeah, some of them fed me lunch, and I ate lunch probably 3 times today. But look, man, when somebody's giving you a gift, you don't turn it down. That's just rude. And but yeah, it was just a good day. The truck was good. The load was good. Everything came off smoothly. The day went smooth. There's still a handful of people that I haven't told, and I just don't want to tell them. And I have personal reasons why I don't want to tell them, and not that they're going to be mad at me or anything like that. I just have other reasons that I don't want to tell them. So I really just don't even want to communicate with those people, if you want to know the truth. And I plan on blocking their phone numbers, because I have no need in contacting them anymore. And no, they have no need in contacting me. So, yeah. And I want to say this, man. I started this business 2.5 years ago. And I told y'all the whole story about the Lord speaking to me. I told y'all about everything that happened last summer. I told y'all about everything that happened in a with an accident that I had. Told you about everything that happened dealing with lawyers and everything that's been going on with my full-time job that has led me to this point. But I also want to say this, man. Uh, when I started this journey 2.5 years ago, I actually started it about 3 years ago. Honestly, I there was something going on in the world, which of course I told y'all why I started my business. There was something going on in the world, and I didn't want to take no part in it. And I'm not going to mention exactly what it is. I'm hoping that y'all can read between the lines. But it was a big thing, and I didn't want to take any part in it. So my wife and I decided to start our own lawn and landscape business. And when we bought our first setup and picked up our first clientele, or picked up our first client, we had no clue what we were doing. No clue. And I'm still learning. I hope I never get to a point where I can stop learning. I'll say that. I feel like I need to learn something new every day. And but I never thought I would get to this point. There were days where I doubted. There were days that I was second guessing myself of whether or not I should have spent all that money or not. There were just, we all have those days, and but the bottom line is I stayed obedient to God. I tithed every Sunday like I'm supposed to. I answered my phone every time it rang. I replied to text every time I got a text. I replied to emails. I replied to Facebook messages, you name it. I passed out door hangers, flyers, posted on Facebook, posted or created a Google account, handed out business cards, did everything possible. And, I'm making pretty close to what I was making at my full-time job. And I'm going into my third full year of business. Well, everybody I've talked to in my area said that it's very odd that I have grown as much as I have. And I know every area is different. A lot of you have probably grown a lot quicker than I have. And a lot of you probably hadn't grown nowhere near as quick as I have. But I feel like I'm right in the middle. But a lot of people in my area has told me, it's strange that I grew as fast as I did. And that I've created as much revenue as I have, only being in business for 2.5, 3 years, And all of them are telling me, it took me 5 or 6 years to get where you are right now. You've done well. And you need to be proud of it, and just things like that's what they've told me. And look, the only thing I can say is the reason my business has been blessed the way it is because of God. And I stayed obedient to what He led me to do. I stayed in the Word. I stayed on my knees. I just felt like He lit this. I felt like this is something that was ordained by God, and I felt like I was called to it. And I've always been told that if you're being called to do something and you heed to that calling, you will be successful in whatever it is that you're doing. And that's really what I attribute it to, man. And this isn't anything I did. I'm just a guy. I'm just a normal guy. And there's a lot to learn for me. And my wife as well. I still don't consider myself a businessman. I've learned a lot, and I've gained a lot of knowledge in these past 2.5 years. And but there's still a lot of knowledge left to be gained. And I still have a lot to learn. But I will say this, man. I appreciate every one of y'all for getting me this far, and I'm sure there is a few names I want to say. These are guys that'll probably never see this video, and that's fine. But I do want to mention, give a shout out to Keith Kalfas, Brian Fullerton, and Paul Jameson. I bought their books. I watched their videos. What's his name? Naylor Taliaferro. There's several YouTubers and podcasters out there that I have listened to, watched, read books, and just well-known people in the industry. And I've learned a lot from them. And so if any of you are getting into this industry and you don't know what you're doing, you want to learn, I highly recommend those names. You can look up Brian Fullerton, Brian's Lawn Maintenance. Look up Keith Kalfas. Look up the Green Industry Podcast with Paul Jameson. There's several others. You've got Jason Creel at Lawn Care Life. There's so many names out there, it's not even funny. But I do owe a lot of it to them as far as me learning what I have learned and getting some of the ideas I have gotten. And I also owe some of it to you guys, because you guys have given me ideas and given me advice, and a lot of it has worked, and I appreciate it. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. But yeah, this is my new life now, man, and I am now 100% officially a full-time landscaper, and all of my attention is focused towards it now. But with that being said, I have to get off here. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. We're going to see. I'm going to play it by ear. And if it does rain tomorrow, everything's just going to be put off till Monday morning, because I have to be in Rock Hill again this weekend. But I've already messaged all my customers. Everybody's fine with it. And I have more time to play with now, guys. I can't believe it, man. It felt so good walking out of that job for the very last time. And when I lay my head down this evening, I know that I'm never going to have to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning again to an alarm clock to go to work. And I'm so thankful for that. And I give all the praise and the glory to the Father, or to Jesus. And but anyway, guys, I gotta go. I got to get these decks scraped off and get these blades sharpened. And I'm gonna have everything at least ready to go tomorrow. That way, in case it's not raining when I get up, I'll be able to get some stuff done. But hey, man, like I always tell y'all, till the next one, keep cutting that grass and keep making that money. Holla at y'all. Bye.